Bam! It's time for a review. This is my first ever bag haul, y'all. Look at this bag. Isn't it great? It's got all kinds of, it can hold all kinds of, no, I'm just kidding. All right, man. So I went to my local toy store and they had a pretty sweet deal going on. They had things in clamshells. And if you bought 2 clamshells, you get 1 free. So you know, old Bam, you know what he did, right? You know what he did? He done bought some stuff in clamshells. And would you believe they took them clamshells back? I didn't get to keep the actual clamshell, the plastic. Pretty sad. All right, man. So here's the bag. You know, just your standard bag, but it's what's inside. Let's start pulling these bad boys out. All right, so here's some of the stuff from the bags. Oh, wait. Poof. Oh my God, it's Jinx.
Bam! It's I, Jinx.
Oh my God, Jinx, I'm so happy to see you. Snake Eyes.
Time is of the essence, Bam. I come bearing a message from Snake Eyes.
Oh, Snake Eyes, I've been waiting forever. Is he alive?
Snake Eyes has discovered that good Storm Shadow is not at all Storm Shadow. His movements are Arashikage, and he has a very pungent smell. A smell that is very sulfurous, almost like death.
Like death? This is toys we're doing here. What are y'all doing? You Arashikage, man. Like I'm just Bam. I review toys for a living. I gotta deal with all this stress.
Snake Eyes is on a mission right now, tracking down good Storm Shadow. He will check in when it is safe to do so. I have other Arashikage business, so I must go now. Good luck, Bam.
Poof. Oh my God, Jinx done left. Man, we're in some kind of a civil war up in here. Snake Eyes is captured, or he's out on a mission. Storm Shadow. Oh, Steve's captured. Super 7 Scarlet's captured. Man, I don't know what's gonna go on. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what we got in this bag. All right, the first thing I picked up at the store, and this wasn't included in the deal, but you know what? I don't have a Skyhawk, right? So I saw this thing, and I done fell in love. This is the future version. This is the Ghost Hawk, which came out in the movie line, I believe, the G.I. Joe movie line. But man, not too shabby. Look at this bad boy. It's for 3.75-inch figures. Opens up, put a guy inside of there. Man. So the price tag on this bad boy, if you guessed 20 doll hairs, you were right. So hey, not too bad. You know, probably could have got it cheaper somewhere else, but this is in good shape. Nothing's broken. And it's got a lot of play. I never had a Skyhawk, so you know, now I got me a Ghost Hawk, and that's completely A-okay. All right, so the second thing is I told you all about the deal. The deal was buy 2 clamshells and you get 1 clamshell free. So this is my bag, you know, since I told you all they took the clamshells, which is convenient. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these 3 guys out of the bag here, and we'll take a look at them. All right, so here's the 3 figures that I got in the clamshells. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. I'm going to show you all the most expensive one first. This guy was marked kind of pricey. So this is Deep 6 version, I think 3 or 6, one or the other, from the Echo Warriors line, which is right after Real American Hero. You would hit these guys with some water, and they would show all kinds of marks on here. Now, he came kind of what you're looking at here, and he came with his flippers. A pair of these flippers here. That's it. No weapons or nothing. But he was priced at $34. So, I mean, you know, old Bam probably wouldn't have bought this, but, you know, the buy 2, get 1 free, I felt like I needed to indulge. So I always kind of wanted this figure. I tend to like the divers, you know. Brings me back to my childhood. So here's Deep 6 version 3, I believe. And his flippers. $34.95 there. Now, this other guy here, this is Undertow. This is a Cobra diver guy. He came with his spear here and his helmet or his mask, so that's not too bad. He was priced at $19.99. Again, I kind of like the divers, man. I'm a sucker. Brings me back to my childhood, playing around in the tub with the divers. You know what I'm saying? And then the third guy I got is not, you know, this is a G.I. Joe Classified. You might have seen him. This is Star Duster. I think this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So when I saw this bad boy, I had passed on him because, you know, he was, I think, almost $40 on Hasbro. But when I saw him there and I saw this deal, and he was priced at $24.95, right? Now he's missing, like, normally he would come with a comic or a cereal box or something. So he's missing that, and there was another accessory he's missing as well. And maybe like a gun or two. Like there's an extra head here for Star Duster, and then there's this extra gun here. So he had some of his accessories, but he was missing some. But you know what? $24.95. I was like, yeah, good dog, let's do that. So I got him for $34.95 and him for $24.95, and then I got Undertow. Bam, free. So, you know, you got to take an eye. You know, this was a deal they were doing in July, so they had it the whole month of July. I'm gonna head on back there and see if I can get another, like, you know, maybe pick up some more figs for the buy two get one free deal. But hey, man, not too shabby. So cool. I'm glad that I didn't miss this guy altogether. This is basically just Duke. Let me see if I have a Duke somewhere nearby. Take a look at him. All right, so I think they this is a Tiger Force Duke from the G.I. Joe Classified line. And you see here, I think they kind of share the same mold. The shirt looks the same. Yeah, their heads look the same. This is Little Bam's Duke, and he kind of likes to pose. Check out that. Little Bam's a bit of a poser. Look at that Duke looking over the horizon. And that looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Look at some of the poses you can get these G.I. Joe Classified in. Look how he's stowing that weapon. Man. So I think they kind of share the same, maybe not. Maybe a little bit too different. But when I saw this Star Duster guy, he really reminded me of Duke. So, you know, if you take his helmet off, let me see if I can get his helmet off. He's got Flint's head, which is really kind of awkward. So he's like Duke's body with Flint's head. That's clearly Flint, right? Anyway, I'm happy that I picked this guy up. You know, what's a G.I. Joe collection without some of these exclusive you can always get from Hasbro Pulse? Hasbro, you shouldn't be doing these exclusives, man. You know, this should be a wide retailer kind of thing. Like, what if, you know, we're trying to complete this line and I can't get this Duke or this Star Duster here? Anyway, he's pretty sweet. I'm really happy. $24.95. You figure I got Undertow there. Let's put Duke in the back here. I got Undertow there for $19.99, so he was free. So you might as well subtract 10 off each of these guys, right? Something like that. I don't know. And then, so, you know, he was about $14.95 for the Star Duster and $24.95 for the Deep Six version 3. Not too shabby. Anyway, that's about it for this one. I just kind of wanted to go over my haul here a little bit. I might throw some pictures at the end of this one, perhaps. And then we'll move on to the next BAM review. This has been a BAM review. I am BAM. I review toys on YouTube. Check out my toys. Look at the Cobra on parade back there. Old Snake Eyes on that motorcycle. Yeah, I review Super 7, G.I. Joe Classified, modern, retro, Transformers, some vintage toys. I do hauls, eBay hauls, yard sale hauls, you know, pickups from toy stores. I do kind of all of it. But this has been a BAM review. I am BAM, and I'm out.